Hello Internet, this is Ollie from Fife Wargames. I'm here showing you the SFDF from Torc Precision. It's made by the same people who designed and built the world famous TRMR. TRMRs are hard to come by these days, but thankfully this follow-up device has all the reliability of a TRMR and a few extra features too. There's two models, the standard SFDF and the SFDF Law Enforcement. The main difference is that the LE version has a slightly longer body with a longer base to accommodate a 12 gauge blank. The SFDF has been very thoughtfully designed with a 5-point safety system. The mid-body clip prevents the firing pin from moving when in transit. The safety pin is held in place by the ring which sits over the top of the lever, making it impossible to remove either the pin or the lever without first flipping the ring over the top. The safety pin has a notch in the middle of it which corresponds to a notch in the top of the wobble head, so that holds it very firmly in place. Pull the pin out and the lever still holds onto the hammerhead. It's impossible for the hammerhead to move with the lever still on, and it's only when the device is deployed and the lever flies away that the hammerhead is then free to move. And that's the only force it needs to activate. When deployed, the spring-loaded lever flies away. It usually lands about 50 to 100 centimeters from the grenade body, and as the grenade lands, the inertia activated system is triggered by the weight of the hammerhead moving, so whichever way up the device lands, it will detonate. And if you prefer not to have to pick up the lever afterwards, and then you can simply remove it before you throw it, and it acts like any other impact grenade. So once deployed, the hammerhead remains loose, so if you're in doubt as to whether an SFDF on the ground has been activated, you can tap it with your foot, and if you hear it wobble, then you know that it has been activated and it is safe to pick up. Let's talk about reliability. It doesn't take that much force to trigger the SFDF, and with some impact grenades, a softer impact might be enough to dent the primer, but not have enough force to actually activate it. The SFDF has a pre-cocked design, so using the priming tool, push the firing pin up and inside the grenade body and it locks in place. So even a gentle landing on soft ground or even grass should be enough to release the firing pin, and the spring will deliver enough force to set off the charge. Hopefully you'll be able to see this. The manufacturers state that it'll detonate on almost any surface. We've tried it on several different playing surfaces and had positive results from almost every time. Concrete, wood and hard compacted earth saw detonations 100% of the time. Soft grass, soft soil and a sofa cushion saw only about 1 in 30 charges fail to go off. Very long grass and duvets were the only surfaces with unreliable results, though if you're playing in either, then perhaps an impact grenade should not be your weapon of choice. The LE version of the device works in exactly the same way, but because of its extra weight, we tended to see only about 1 in 40 throws fail to detonate when thrown onto very soft surfaces. So the SFDF is not just an impact grenade, it can also be used as a trip mine. Either clamping the grenade body to a tree or to a doorway and then tying a string or a wire across the hammerhead and stretching it across a doorway or between two trees. Or alternatively, you can dig a hole for it, put a metal plate or a piece of wood across the top of it, and if anybody stands on it, that's enough action to detonate it in the style of a landmine. The SFDF is a superbly designed, reliable and versatile impact grenade and mine, and it's well worth the £125 price tag. The LE version is currently on sale at £160, including a 12 gauge base, which accepts adapters for 9mm and .22 power tool rimfire blanks. But it gets better. Couple the SFDF with the ACS trigger pouch and you have a 12-point safety system to prevent the device going off accidentally, and yet within a second you can deploy the device towards your opponent using only one hand. The ACS trigger pouch comes in two sizes for either the standard SFDF or the LE version, and both are currently priced at £45. Now, let's see this in action. This is deployed onto soft moss.